loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now back to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. The Chiefs at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Calling it a very strong gain of 24. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This will be fielded at the 17. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's a give up the middle. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up the throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A gain there of 21 yards. They go play fake. Mahomes.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On 1st, now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks, and, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
And now here's a carry heading left. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Brandon Ayuk, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession. And the coverage held, it goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. To throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it. But it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Now a throw here to his running back. And some room to run now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's back to throw. He's got a man complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. That one looks like he'll throw here.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
That's Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker who got in and dropped him to the turf.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Dolphins, they fall.